Hathor and the Beer. Ra ruled for many years, and as time passed he grew older. His bones turned to silver, his skin developed a golden shine, and his hair took on the color of the mesmerizing blue stone lapis lazuli. Seeing Ra age made one group of humans believe that he was growing weaker. Once again they plotted to overthrow him and take control of the kingdom. Ra, however, learned of their plan. He was disappointed that the humans had grown restless once more and turned to Nun for advice, asking, "Oldest of all the gods, tell me, what would you do about these mortals who seek to challenge me again?" "There is only one goddess with the power to stop them," Nun replied, "but she is currently your eye. So first you must set her free from your body, then she can journey out into the world on your behalf." Ra saw wisdom in Nun's words and plucked his eye from his face. Using his powers, Ra transformed the staring eye into a new shape, so that it took on the form of a goddess with the long ears and horns of a cow. Ra named her Hathor, and delighted with his new daughter, hugged her tightly. As Nun had suggested, Ra sent Hathor out to punish the humans who plotted against him. Hathor did just as her father asked and journeyed to the farthest reaches of the desert where the rebellious mortals were hiding. Hathor easily killed the humans one by one. At first, Ra was pleased with Hathor's work, and he was soon no longer under threat of attack. However, Hathor had enjoyed her job just a little too much. After defeating the first group of people, she had developed a taste for violence and blood. Without any instructions from Ra, Hathor decided to carry on her rampage. She set out across Egypt in search of humans to punish, destroying everything in her path and leaving devastation in her wake. Whenever Hathor killed, she transformed into another goddess entirely, Sekhmet, goddess of war and destroyer of enemies. Rather than her peaceful cow-like form, she now looked like a fierce lioness. Ra was shocked that Hathor was now Sekhmet. Something would have to be done to stop her. But what? After some thought, Ra devised a cunning plan to end Sekhmet's reign of terror. Ra sent a message to the island of Elephantine, far in the south of the river Nile. There he was to gather a supply of red ochre, a mixture of clay and sand that was perfect for dyeing anything and everything a shade of the deepest red. Once the messenger had returned, Ra took the ochre to the temple where his most trusted priest lived. "Pulverize this ochre into a fine dust," Ra commanded, "and mix it with the freshest beer you can find." The priest did as instructed, and the liquid he created resembled red blood. This was all part of Ra's plan. "Excellent," Ra told the priest. "Make 7,000 jars of this mixture and ask your people to bring them to the field near the temple." Ra knew that Sekhmet would soon pass by this field, and he went there to wait for her arrival. When the priest's people appeared with the jars of red beer, Ra instructed them to pour the contents of every single one into the field. Soon they stood in a pool of red liquid that almost reached their knees. Their task completed, the people hurried from the field and hid from sight so that they would not be spotted by Sekhmet when she arrived. Ra joined them to see what Sekhmet would do. Soon, Sekhmet was seen approaching the field. The humans shook with terror but did not leave their hiding place for fear that Sekhmet would notice them. Instead, they watched and waited. Sekhmet saw the field of red immediately and assumed, as Ra had hoped, that this was the scene of a recent battle. Excited, she marched into the waters and began to drink what she believed was blood. It tasted better than any blood she had ever drank before, and in no time she had consumed every last drop. It was then that Ra stepped out to join her. "Father, what is this incredible mixture?" she asked. "It is a drink that can only be prepared by the humans," Ra explained. "In fact, they could make it for you every year as a feast in your honor, if it pleases you, but you will have to let them live for the celebration to take place." "Of course," Sekhmet agreed happily. With her temper finally calmed, Sekhmet changed before Ra's eyes. In a flash, she was Hathor once more. With a new appreciation for the humans, She decided instead of taking on the role of the goddess of love and joy, and Sekhmet was never seen again.